bells! Welcome to Physical Education 6. I am Teacher Andy and I will be with you today to guide you in performing the activities and in answering the questions. If you don't have a copy of your module, just prepare your pen and your activity sheets. Are you now ready? Then let's begin! Today, we will learn together about striking or fielding games. This lesson is designed and written for you to know the nature or background of striking or fielding games and the mechanics on how to play these games. There are traditional Filipino games or indigenous games in the Philippines, also known as laro ng lahi, commonly played by children. After going through this lesson, you are expected to assess regularly participation in physical activities based on the Philippines Physical Activity Pyramid. This time, let's explore another type of game, striking or fielding games. Look at the picture. Are you familiar with this game? Have you tried playing it? Let's talk more about the game called Shatong. By playing these games, participants will learn the key skills and tactics for games such as baseball and softball. Traditional games include Shatong and Basagang Palayok. Shatong is not your common sports. It is a game played in the suburbs and rural areas of the Philippines, but similarly played in the Middle East that goes by the name Guta-Laguti. The game makes use of two sticks, one longer than the other. The longer stick will serve like a bat, and the shorter stick serves like the hit. There needs to be two teams to play this game, the hitter and the fetcher. The concept of the game is to hit the shorter stick with the longer stick as far as it can go, and when this happens, the hitter will run to a marked area. There will be 4 marked areas, just like in baseball, and while the other team is fetching the shorter stick, the hitter will have to make it to the home base, hitting the first mark, the second, the third, and back to the home base. The fun part of the game is that while the hitter is running from one marked area to the other, he or she must be shouting the name of the game, as in Shatong. In this game, the learners will know how to play as a team, practice math skills such as counting 2s, 3s. It will also develop their batting, running, breathing, and catching skills. Materials needed: a playing field or space, and 1 foot long stick, 1 short stick, and a small whole ground. Mechanics: Player A becomes the hitter and Player B as the catcher. It is played outside on the ground where one digs a small square hole, where they put the small wood so that it sticks out. Player A hits the wood with the stick so that it catches air, enough to be hit by the stick. The farther the wood gets hit, the more points one gets, usually counted by the number of stick length. If player A risks, he may try to add a multiplier to his score by hitting the wood upwards twice in one turn before it striking it forward. The points will then be counted by the number of wood length instead. Player B, on the other hand, has to anticipate and catch the small piece of wood to nullify the points and become his turn, or looks forward to player A to miss hitting the wood. Sometimes, the losing player is punished. The penalty is hopping on one foot from a designated spot marked by the winning player. This is done again by hitting the wood with a stick in mid-air as far as possible. The spot where it lands is where the losing player starts until he reaches the hole. These are the safety precautions before playing Shatong. Establish medical readiness, a self-reported health status, free from any sickness. Proper clothing. Avoid clothing that is too tight or that restricts movement. For women, wear an exercise bra for support. For men, consider an athletic supporter. Skills needed in the game: running, batting, hitting, counting, and catching. Let us watch, learn, and enjoy this video on how Shatong is being played in our community. This time, let's try to do activity 1. Put a heart if the sentence tells facts about Shatong, and a lightning if not. Use a separate sheet of paper. I will give you 5 seconds each to give answer to the questions. Number 1. The spot where it lands is where the losing player starts until he reaches the hole. The correct answer is heart. Number 2. A can, slipper, and bat are the materials needed in playing Shatong. The correct answer is lightning. Number 3. The purpose of this game is to place the short stick horizontally across the hole and position the long stick in the middle of the short stick and hit the latter as strong as the player can to the direction of the opponent. The correct answer is heart. The concept of the game is to hit the shorter stick with the longer stick as far as it can go, and when this happens, the hitter will run to a marked area. The losing player is not being punished in this game. The correct answer is heart. After doing activity 1, do also activity 2. Let's do it. Ask a member of the family to help you execute the skills for 5 to 8 times. Use this rubric to rate your performance, wherein 3 points is the highest and 1 point is the lowest. Now let's process what you have learned from today's lesson. What are striking or fielding games? Give an example of striking or fielding game. What are the materials needed in playing Shatong? I hope you enjoyed our lesson as much as I did. I can't wait for you to play these traditional games. I'm sure it will be fun. This has been your PE teacher, Teacher Andy. Until next time!